Okay, NFDI, you already heard it in the morning. It's a consortium, and I tell you more. And we belong to the National Data Research Infrastructure, NFDI. Who did not hear about it? You all know it. Who did hear about it? So there might be something in between 0 and 1. So I like it with informatics. Good. Yeah, NFDI, National Research Data Infrastructure, tries a German-wide, it's a collaborative initiative to try help scientists that more and more the research results which are achieved by using already existing research data. Yeah, how can you use existing data? And there are still significant efforts to find the right data set, understand it, and use it for the purpose at hand. I've heard over lunch that this is also interesting for some of you. And that's why this NFDI has been built. And this big initiative is consisting of 26 consortia up to now from various disciplines. And you see humanities and social sciences, a lot of consortia. Then we see natural sciences. There. Life sciences here, and engineering sciences. There you find our consortium, NFDI4DataScience. And there's one more, basic services, network of all the consortia, the common things they have in common. So then NFDI4DataScience has around 16 participants, institutions from all over Germany, from universities, research institutions, and you've seen already people from TIB, you've seen people from Fitz is missing. Sorry, the list is not complete. Yeah, I'm from here. Focus and Leuphana Lüneburg you've already seen, and there's more to come. For example, we have people from ZP Med coming, and maybe this. I'm not sure at the moment. Okay. Yes, the vision is to target the data science and artificial intelligence community, not just computer scientists, but all people that do data science and AI. And the specific requirements and needs for research data for these communities. And this is probably big. So you all come from different areas. And so we focus on this four parts: language technology and natural language processing, which is also topic today. Then we have biomedical research and clinical decision making, very special, with special requirements, information sciences and social sciences. And we support the whole research data lifecycle. As you might have seen tomorrow in the talk from Gannett, how many methods are used until the ontology is then finally, or the question, who is our spokesperson, is answered. So it's a lot of things to do, and to reproduce it, you need to, of course, make sure that you have all this, that you know all this, what she did to achieve this. And that is this data lifecycle, the collection of data. Where does the data come from? The processing, the analyzing, preservation of the data, access to the data later on, reuse of the data. So FAIR principles have mentioned already quite a lot. So F like findable, A like accessible, I like interoperable, and R like reusable. And we are not only fair with the capital letters, but we also aim for fairness. You already heard about bias in language models, and that's one of our topics as well. So we have a variety of task areas that try to organize all the different activities from these different partners and the different ideas we have. We have altogether 6 task areas, and I'll explain you the task areas where we're working actively and achieved also some results. So task area 1, community and training. that's the task area where I also participate in, has the main challenge that the data science and AI are continuously evolving. The methods become complex, difficult to maintain, the transparency, the reproducibility, and the fairness, and a lot of challenges related to ethical, legal, and social aspects. And also for researchers, it is difficult to find their way in this topic, and then as well they have to conduct, archive, and publish their research in line with these FAIR principles, which is a lot of extra work. And so we try to find out how we can help. So the approach in the task area 1 is to make a requirements analysis and adapt this regularly, so continuous multi-stakeholder. Then community building and stakeholder engagement, training, skill development, and capacity building. And we also address all these legal, societal, and ethical aspects. And as some examples I have for the requirements, we did, for example, develop personas that are fictive people with a profile and some needs, and we can check our services we develop and or things we do if this helps these fictive people to achieve their goals. And also we did user interviews, and we'll do them again from time to time, so to find out what we can help with. Then there's a couple of events we do. For example, we had this year some talks at the Love Data Week, and there's also one upcoming event, or more are upcoming, but I want to point you to this one, the 4th NFDI Science Slam, because we want some more slammers. So if you feel comfortable standing like me here in front, like after lunch, and trying to engage the audience, make it a bit funny, then come join us. We are happy to have you in Berlin on 24th of October. All right, there's more in task area 1, for example, a video series where Anjali has done a lot of it on AI ethics, and this is available on YouTube and on the TIB audio and video portal. And so there were some interviews with experts, and you find them all linked on our webpage. Then there's the first of a series of hackathons already done, and Leila is here, who did it. Then today you are here in this, our first summer school day this year, which we plan to continue with more schools to follow, so to say. And you are the guinea pigs for us today. Thank you. And then for example, we do lecture series where we had 4 lectures so far, and we try also to make them available later on via video portals. And so in the lecture series, we especially build connections with others. So we had open citations, we had Open Modeling Foundation. It's more on my screen. We had someone from the Eclipse Foundation and from AI for Life so far. So interconnect with others. Yes, then we have a web page, and on the contact page you find all our social media and repositories. We are also on Hugging Face and GitLab, GitHub, Zenodo, and so on and on. Okay, task area 1. You already know a lot about research knowledge graphs. And then the idea is here to have NFDI4DataScience core services, and to have them, we need to have proper metadata. We need to the different steps within the research data life cycle we need to utilize. We need to handle all the digital objects, and our artifacts are articles, data, models, workflows, scripts, and code, and also putting this into fair digital objects. So the research knowledge graph formed then the basics of our infrastructure and providing details about the objects and their relations. Yes. And so you have seen this part of this ontology already, where this, which Janet showed you, who's this spokesperson, and there's consortium, there's spokespersons, co-spokespersons, and so on. Yes, and there's also an HPI open lecture where you can participate in if you're interested in learning more about knowledge graphs, for example. So just as a hint. So, yeah, and I talked a bit about personas. So let me introduce one persona as an example. This is Ben. So a fictive person with a picture, and that is a biomedicine PhD student. And so he wants to get a quick overview of methods related to AI and data science practices, and he wants to use it for his scientific work. And especially his tasks are, he needs to search for data science and AI methods. He needs to learn and use existing methods and used by others. And then what are his problems? He gets lost in reviewing and researching. He has problems with the time, how to understand everything. That what he finds is incomplete, described methods are incomplete, described data, etc., or are not foundable. What does he wish? Better documentation, a tutorial, better searchability, and last but not least, what are his skills? So for different skill level, we need, of course, to provide different resources. So that is one thing that helps us to tailor our activities. Okay, task area 3, the 2 left. Yes, infrastructure and services. Now we come to the, yes, what we want to achieve. We have the 16 consortia coming together into one goal. We want to compose a common infrastructure, and we are on the way of doing so. We use the existing tools and services. One you learned is the AIKG, and the AIKG-SD is one of those tools. And then we develop new software. Some ideas are the NFDI4DataScience gateway and portal. And people from the portal are also here in the room because it's developed at Leuphana. And they offer, they allows us to explore multiple existing resources, and all must be harmonized, aggregated, and preserved, and of course exposed and so on. Let me show you this in an example soon. So the idea is we're sitting on top of existing services, use the APIs they provide to then harmonize the metadata and avoid also duplication. So we don't store it double, but we just use it. It's already there. We point just there. And just to give you just an idea how much or how diverse it is. Diverse is a good word for that. So we have these different partners providing different things. And it all goes into the gateway. Some is already there, some is in progress. Then we have a metadata harmonizer. Then we have here this front end. And then you can also, from the other side, come up with machine actionable things like Jupyter, reason extraction tools. So we can use it by hand or by other machines. So all comes together into one thing. And so that's the idea. And yeah, it's already available on as a prototype. Prototype state is right. I think so. Yeah, and yes, for access, some of those resources might need access, and there's also one incubator for identity and access management running within this task area. So task area 4, transparent applications. Yes, as I said, we have language technology, biomedical and clinical research, information sciences, social sciences, and to cover all these, there's one thing that might be interesting for one of you, the open science best practices for data science and AI. That they are on our webpage, or a link on our webpage to a repository that explains or gives a lot of resources if you do your research, what you should take into account, where you can find helpful information and tools. So yeah, please check it out. And one more example of this task area is that we just released or just has been published a book on natural scientific language processing and research knowledge graphs. So the extra point is it's not just natural language processing, but natural scientific language processing. And it is an outcome of an international workshop, which was held this year in Greece. So then we have more than these task areas. We have 2 working groups. So working group 1 is called shared tasks. And there's the idea, the shared tasks are a friendly competition. So you have you have data sets that you can use, and you have a research question that you are supposed to answer within it with the help of this data set. And then it is usually a call and a conference where you have to hand in your research, and it's completely open worldwide. People from all over the world, or teams and people can apply and can try to use this data and solve this questions, and then hand the results in to the conference. And the national NSLP book I just showed you is one of those results. Yes. And so we provide benchmark data sets for that. Then we foster the joint work, try to make it as interdisciplinary as possible. And we have also domain specific questions. And we want to so we make a lot of resources putting into the data. So data must be annotated, there must be test data, training data, and so on and so on. And we want to get back ideas of the solutions where we can make another more services that you could use then later on to make the ideas into services. So then it's a lot of examples of shared tasks we already did or have in the next time. Yeah, in preparation, I've already done some. One was mentioned already by Jen. That was this one, large language models for ontology learning. It was a challenge. I think the newest one is this one, large language models in medical informatics. So there's patient data behind it, which needs special treatment. So you can't just give the personal information of diseases or parameters of people to the public. So you have to anonymize. You have to restrict who is able to do this and so on. So that's plenty of shared tasks. How am I in the time?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, then I move on. Yeah. Working group metadata. So I already told you a little bit. You've seen the ontology. I've already sneak previewed that we do the metadata harmonizer. So we have to agree on the metadata, of course, in between 16 consortia developing 70 or so services. So that's not so easy. And I'm at the conclusions. Yeah, we support you. We support you today. And I'm not going to read this. That's not bad. I want to thank you for joining. And I wish you have a great day today. And I hope to see you at the next events, especially here. As I said, I need some speakers for the lab. Okay, that's it.